This has obviously been a difficult time. How are you holding up? How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm very strong. I'm very confident, and I live my life. I take care of myself and of our son and my husband, and I'm doing great.
When you came down that escalator more than a year ago, the day your husband announced the campaign, did you ever expect all this stuff would come out, these allegations would be made, that you would have to be sitting here defending him?
You never thought about that, but I'm not surprised in one way, because a lot of people, they're against my husband, and he's run for president, so nothing surprised me.
It's got to be hard, though. I mean, it's got to be a difficult thing.
In one way, it's hard because press, it's very dishonest, and it's a lot of lies that they've written also about me as my husband. And you need to defend yourself all the time. As you may heard, I file a few lawsuits, and I'm in the court now because they accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life, and they wrote lies, and I will not allow that. I will fight till the end because I don't want that they damage my reputation and my name.
It was 10 days ago that Access Hollywood released that tape. I'm wondering, when you first saw it, when you first heard it, what did you think?
I said to my husband that, you know, the language is inappropriate. It's not acceptable. And I was surprised because that is not the man that I know. And as you can see from the tape, the cameras were not on. It was only a mic. And I wonder if they even knew that the mic was on, because they were kind of a boy talk, and he was lead on, like egg on, from the host to say dirty and bad stuff.
You feel the host, Billy Bush, was sort of egging him on?
Yes, yes.
Is that language you had heard him use before?
No, that's why I was surprised, because I said, like, I don't know that person that would talk that way, and that he would say that kind of a stuff in private. I heard many different stuff, boys talk. The boys, that the way they talk when they grow up and they want to sometimes show each other, oh, this and that, and talking about the girls. But yeah, I was surprised, of course. But I was not surprised that the tape came out. I was not surprised about that.
Why?
Because, as I said, it's many people from the opposite side that they want to damage the campaign. And why now? Why after so many years? Why 3 weeks before the election?
Your husband has said maybe that he felt the Clintons had something to do with it, or the media. What do you think?
Well, it was the media. It was NBC. It was Access Hollywood. It was left-wing and left-wing media. And you could see that. And the way it comes out was everything was organized. Every Friday something comes out. So they play. And it was hour after hour. I watched TV, was hour after hour, bashing him, because they want to influence the American people how to vote. And they're influencing in the wrong way.
The information about your husband's 1995 taxes were released right before the first debate, then this came out just days before the second debate. You're saying that's not a coincidence?
No, that was all organized, yes. They planned that way, because they don't want to talk, the opposition doesn't want to talk about WikiLeaks and the emails and Benghazi and all the rest of the stuff. They don't want to talk about it. So they said, let's do something so we will hurt his campaign.
The Washington Post leaked the tape, and they released the tape. NBC had it they said they had it for several days, and they were reviewing it. But you believe that it was that the NBC could have released it, you think they knew about it long ago?
Yes, they know. They knew a long time ago, and I'm sure they did. And Washington Post. When did we hear or read any great stories about my husband or about me? The true stuff, the facts, the real stuff. Or New York Times. We never read. They're bashing.
You feel they've been very unfair?
Yes.
Your husband said that, well, he said he apologized to you after the tape, and that you accepted the apology. What was that conversation like? Can you talk about it?
Well, what we talk in private, I will keep it private. And he apologized. I accept his apology. I hope the American people will accept it well. And it was many years ago. He's not the man that I know. And as I many times said, and he said it as well, it's very hard, especially for him, when he decided to run for presidency, because he did so many stuff in his life. He was on so many tapes, so many shows, and we knew that tapes will come out, people won't want to go against him. But my husband is real, he's raw, he tells it as it is. He's kind, he's a gentleman, he supports everybody. He supports women, he encourages them to go to the highest level, to achieve the dreams. He employs many women, and as you can see, it's also, I see now, it's a lot of backlash on the media, the way they treated him.
He described it as locker room talk.
Mm-hmm.
To you, I mean, you sort of alluded to that as well. Is that what it is to you, just locker room talk?
Yeah, it's kind of two teenage boys. Actually, they should behave better, right?
He was 59.
Correct. And sometimes I said, I have two boys at home. I have my young son and I have my husband. So, but I know how some men talk, and that's how I saw it, yes.
Michelle Obama, who I know have spoken positively of in the past, she said last week about what your husband said on that tape. She said, this was not just a lewd conversation. This wasn't just locker room banter. This was a powerful individual speaking freely and openly about sexually predatory behavior and actually bragging about kissing and groping women. In terms of what he actually said on the tape, not saying he did it, but what he said, the behavior he described to you, is that sexual assault?
No, that's not a sexual assault. He didn't say he did it. And I see many women coming to him and giving phone numbers and want to work for him, or inappropriate stuff from women, and they know he's married. So
you've seen that?
Oh yes, of course. It was in front of me.
In front of you?
In front of me. And I said, like, why you need to give your number to my husband? I'm very strong. People, they don't really know me. People think and talk about me, oh, Melania, oh, poor Melania. Don't feel sorry for me. Don't feel sorry for me. I can handle everything. And for people talking like that, I see in the press a lot, almost like celebrities or people, they think they're celebrities. I would suggest to them to look themselves in the mirror and to look at their actions and to take care of their own families.
In terms of what Michelle Obama was saying, she was saying that essentially any unwanted advance toward a woman, kissing a woman, touching a woman without consent, that is sexual assault. That's the definition.
Yes, I agree with that, but every assault should be taken care of in a court of law. And to accuse, no matter who it is, a man or a woman, without evidence, it's damaging and it's unfair.
She went on to say, Michelle Obama, she talked about that feeling of terror and violation that too many women have felt when someone has grabbed them or forced himself on them and they've said no, but he didn't listen.
Who didn't listen? My husband didn't do anything.
No, I think she was just talking in general about...
Oh, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I mean, she should also look maybe the people who supported her, what they're doing. So I'm not surprised she said that.